Hello everyone, welcome to our first webinar. I am Miroslav Popov from Bulgaria, and I will introduce you Forex Strategy Builder Professional. As you probably know, Forex Strategy Builder is a platform for building, backtesting, generating and trading strategies. You can download the program from our website, forexcsb.com. You simply go to download page, and from here you can download the latest version. I already downloaded it, and now I'll start with the installation of the program. So let's think we don't have the program installed, and now we'll make the first installation of the program. Okay, you simply go next, accept the agreement. Next, this is the default installation path. The program is installed in program files. Here we have an option to install the Expert Advisor for connecting Forex Strategy Builder to MetaTrader. From that version, the latest version is 1.5. We renamed the Expert Advisor, and it is called now FSB MT4 Bridge. I advise you to leave this option on. We continue with the program, with the installation. The installation is very fast, and already the program is installed, and here we have a tool for installing the bridge. This is the FSB MT4 bridge, and that bridge connects for Strategy Builder with MetaTrader 4 of a library, a DLL file, and also Expert Advisor. The DLL file requires Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable, and you have to install this only once. If you're sure you have it installed, you can skip this first step. But if you don't have it, or if you are not sure, just click here on the link, and you see the Microsoft website. It is important to install x86 version. This is the 32 bits version, because the expert will not work with the 64 bits version. Just click download, and that screen Microsoft recommends you to install additional software. We don't want it. Okay, so you save the file and run the installation. I already have it installed, and I will skip that step. So press cancel. Let's continue. When you're sure that Microsoft Visual C++ is installed, you go to the actual installation of the Expert Advisor, and here it is important your MetaTrader 4 to be closed. For example, I will start a MetaTrader 4 terminal, and if I press install FSB MT4 bridge, something strange. Okay, that is because I started MT4 before, after that starting this program. Actually, to be sure that the installation is correct, MT4 must be closed. I'll close it, and we will repeat the installation. If you see here done message, it means that the expertise is correctly installed. Okay, and now we're finishing with the installation. Starting screen for Strategy Builder Professional, and the program comes without historical data. So when the program is installed, the program checks if there are historical files, and if it don't find the files, appears that message, and that textual box asks you to install data now. I'll go to the installation because we will need this historical data later. For a Strategy Builder Professional, includes data download service. This service is provided by us, and this service provides data from Duca's copy. It is very easy to use that tool. Here we have predefined symbols. These are most common 10 currency pairs. You can select all or the symbols you want, and just press the download button. The program will download data. Okay. The program will download all that currency pairs. And set the symbols to the data source. We will speak about data source in a moment. The data are okay. You see here log. These data are limited to 100,000 bars. I'll close the history center and I'll continue. First, let's talk about how we can receive help about the program. And we have online user guide. You can go to help menu, view online help, and you go to our online guide. This guide describes the user interface of the program and all tools. Another way is to use that help button here. This button is contextual help, and there is a little difference between that help and that. If you use this help button, you go to the start of the user guide, but this button is contextual, and the help is for the currently open tool. For example, I open a strategy. Let's open demo MACD reversal strategy and go to optimizer tool. If I press this button, I will go to the strategy optimizer guide. If you need further support, you can always go to our support forum, and here you have to register, and you can ask your questions. Me and the other users will answer to you. If you want a private question or some special question, you can always use email. To contact us, go to help about Forex strategy builder, and you see here our email address. When you click on the address, it will open your email program, and you can send an email to us. And also you can send us feedback, or you can ask a question. You can use this send feedback button, and the feedback form opens. You can write here your question or your recommendation about the program, and if you include your email and send feedback, we may answer to you. Okay. Now I will introduce the program, the user interface. The program uses tabbed user interface. That means the different tools opens in separate tabs, also the strategies. And the first page we start is the start page. You can access the start page from that button here, even if you close it. The start page shows the program version. Also here are the last 10 used strategies. And we have here 3 buttons for fast access, for opening a new strategy, for opening a strategy from a file, or we can go to the strategy repository and to download a strategy from our online service. Here we have tiles with the strategies currently available in the strategy directory of the program, and we see here balance equity chart. This chart shows the backtest of the strategy at the moment of the saving of the strategy, and this backtest may be not real now because this strategy is saved before, and now we updated the data. So let's open again demo mark this reversal strategy, and this is the strategy page. The strategy page consists of several tools. They're grouped. We have here 3 tools for editing a strategy. With the editor page, we can manually edit a strategy by changing indicators by hand. Next page is the generator. We will generate strategies in a moment. The generator generates strategies alone automatically. The generator chooses randomly different indicators and uses different criteria and aims to bring the best strategy according to our criteria. Next tool is optimizer. The optimizer changes the numeric parameters of a strategy and also aims to bring the highest profit. The next tools are for reviewing a strategy. The first tool is strategy overview. The strategy overview shows information about the strategy structure, and backtest statistics. The first part here is a description of the strategy. This is a description that the author of the strategy wrote. I show how you can do that in the editor. Later we have here the logic rules of the strategy and strategy indicator sorts. And finally we have all statistical information from the backtest. The next page is balance chart. Balance chart shows in details the equity line and the balance line, and this is the result of the backtest of the strategy. We have here indicator chart. The indicator chart shows the price bars and the technical indicators. Journal page. The journal page shows a log of all deals. We can see the data here. Explorer is a little bit different than the journal. The journal arranges the data by deals, and Bar Explorer arranges the data by bars. Also, the Bar Explorer shows more information about the bar interpolation, or how exactly the backtester sees the bar and how it executes the trades. Also, we have here details about the orders and the positions. Next tool is the comparator. This tool is useful when strategy shows ambiguous bars, but I will not go into details now. The multi-market tool loads different data and calculates a backtest of a strategy for all selected data, and we can see the backtest on one single chart, and we can compare the performance of the strategy. And we have here a Monte Carlo tool. The Monte Carlo makes different simulations and puts a noise to the strategy. Monte Carlo simulates different issues during the trade and also variations of the data. We will make separate seminars about the different tools, and we'll examine these tools in details. Okay, let's continue. Here in that toolbar, we have several commands and other buttons. The commands here are for manipulating a strategy. For example, from here we open a new strategy and each strategy opens in a separate tab. We can save a strategy, or if the strategy is changed, for example, like that, you can save the strategy to file. We have here undo and redo buttons. And these buttons here opens the different tools. Now we saw the starting page and the strategy pages, and we have here three more pages that opens in the main area of the program. This button opens the History Center, and from the History Center we review the loaded historical data, and also we have here tools for importing data to Forex Strategy Builder. Because Forex Strategy Builder is a backtester, it always uses historical data to calculate a strategy backtest against that historical data we have. And for example, demo mark the reversal strategy uses Euro USD data, and we can see statistical information about that data series on History Center. We see here the data, and here are all statistical parameters, how many bars we have, high, low, and different parameters. And here to the right we see data settings. We'll control these settings from control panel. I shall show you also the control panel in a moment. This tool is interbar stats. It shows information about the shorter periods we use for improving the backtest, and I will demonstrate it also. After, we have three tools for importing data to Forex Strategy Builder. The first tool is data download that we already used, and this is the simplest way to download the data to Forex Strategy Builder. However, this is not the perfect way, in minimum three reasons. The first reason is that data comes from Duca's copy, but you most probably will trade your strategy now with MT4 with different brokers. So the best is to use data directly from your broker. And the other reason is that the time zone of this data may not correspond to your time zone. The time zone is important because in different time zones, the daily bars, for example, if you use daily bars, the day bars start in different hours and the shape of the bars is different. That's why we provided additional tools. This tool is GForex import. These tools import data from GForex. GForex is also platform of Duca's copy. But, if you use Duca's GForex, you can choose more symbols than we provide here. and also you can import tick data. We have here a tutorial how to do that, importing G4X data. Okay. And we have also MT4 HST import. These two imports data from MT4, and most probably these are the best data for your backtest, because this data comes directly from your broker. We have also written a tutorial how to do that, and we will make a separate seminar or video lesson how to do that. Okay. Next tool is library, or repository. The repository tab page consists of three pages, and that tools are new for Forex Strategy Builder. They were not in the previous freeware programs. If you have used the previous program, you know that it has top 10 strategies. Here we expanded that idea and make strategy collections. Collections correct strategies, of course. If you have a good strategy, let's say this is a good strategy, you can press this button and the strategy goes to the collection. You see, your strategy is here. You can examine the strategy in details, and also the generator and the optimizer can push strategy to the collections. After that, you can sort the collection using different criteria, and also you can filter the strategies by using also criteria. When we run the generator, we will create some strategies and we will return back here. And here there are two also new tools, repo strategies and repo indicators. We have online repository of strategies, and the strategies are pushed uploaded there from the users. You can open the repository in the browser if you want to see it. Okay, these are the strategies. Here you can see in the repository, if you go to the website, that button, repository, let's open a strategy. If you are in the repository, you see the strategy balance from the backtest when the user uploaded the strategy. And you see a strategy description from the user. You can see also the strategy structure, the indicator sorts, account statistics, and market statistics from the data. And you can take this strategy and to import in Forex Strategy Builder. The easiest way to do that is to copy the strategy to clipboard by pressing that button, copy to clipboard. And when you go to the program, file, edit, paste strategy, and okay, the strategy is imported. Actually, we see that our backtest is a little bit different than what was in the repository. Never mind. But that local tool, repository strategy, allows us to download a strategy by a single click, and we are not necessary to go to the online repository. And I will show, for example, that strategy, week peak. We see here the author, and this is me, and I uploaded that strategy to demonstrate how the backtester works. We can download the strategy with by clicking here the download button. and the strategy is open. Also, we have here repo indicators, and from here you can download custom indicators from the online repository, also with a single click. For example, hour of day indicators, you click here, and hour of day indicators, so that you can find it among the strategy indicators. Let's continue with our overview. This was the library. The next is page is control panel. We can also open all these pages from view. All pages are listed here. The control panel is the last page from that group. You see that the pages are grouped here in the toolbar. These groups, these are the main tab pages in the program, together with the strategy, the strategies. And this pages opens here in the central region of the program. Now we open the control panel. A control panel contains all settings of the program. Control panel is also divided in different subpages: general settings, account settings, symbols. This is important. Data horizon page. From here we can limit the number of attested bars, and also we can set here data from date to date from the backtest. We can set here different profiles to store different settings for easier switching between profiles. Here are data series, data sources. Data sources are sets. A data source contains symbol settings and also provides a folder for storing data from different brokers. And data source is very useful because you can easily store backtesting data, historical data from different brokers, and very easy you can change the data sources from a strategy from here, and to calculate the strategy against different data very easy. From here, custom code, we control the custom indicators. The next page is acceptance criteria. These are a global criteria for the program, and here we set the limitations of a strategy. For example, we can set here maximum equity drawdown in currency, and if we set here $200, we're sure that a generated or optimized strategy will not make equity drawdown more than $200. We have here some trade settings, and also how to start. We'll make a separate seminar next Wednesday at the same time, and we speak about the trading and how we set trading in details. So if you're interested, you're welcome. I'll close all pages and we'll overview a strategy. This strategy was changed, and that's why the program asked me to save. You can close button by clicking the tab with the middle mouse button or the scroll. Okay, we'll continue with overviewing a strategy. The program comes with several demo strategies. These are the demo strategies here, and the demo strategies are stored in a strategy folder. it is under the installation path of Forex Strategy Builder Professional, user files, and strategies. You can open a demo strategy or previously saved strategy by using this Open Strategy button here. Or you can open a strategy from here or from File, Open. Or you can simply use Control O shortcut key. The strategy, when you open a strategy, we go to the first page here. This is the strategy editor, where we edit a strategy manually. And this editor is divided in 3 parts. Here we see the input parameters. This input parameter shows the strategy name. Also the market. We select the market here. For example, I can select Great Britain USD. And when the data were updated, how many bars we have, the symbol settings, all input settings we see here. The central part of the editor page is the strategy, and we call that strategy layout. A strategy has a description, and the demo strategies will provide all have descriptions, and you can read that description, and we make this strategy demonstrating for the various tools and various structures of the strategy. You can read that description to learn how the strategy works, and also the strategy structure is described in the online help. Awesome. Okay. We have here a strategy section in the user manual. For example, indicator sorts. The explains what are different sorts and how they work. You can read this section, and we'll also make a separate seminar exactly for the strategy structure, and we'll explain that topics here. We talked about the description. The next part is strategy properties. Strategy properties. Here we set the entry units, the entry amount of a strategy. How many lots the strategy opens when open a new position. I can set 0.01, and the strategy will open every time 0.01 lot. Also, we have here averaging rules for adding and rules for reducing the current position. And we have strategy protection, stop loss, and take profit. But now I'll open a new strategy, and we'll start building a strategy from scratch. But first, I'll set our initial parameters, and we'll start with the account. We can go to account settings from here, or we can open control panel and go to account. This is the first place where we have to start. Here is account currency, and you can choose between euro and USD. The result of the backtest will be shown in that currency here. And here is the initial account in the USD. I leave it $10,000. You can set that account according to your account in the broker. And the next part is the leverage. We provide here settings from 1 to 1 to 1 to 500, but 1 to 100 is standard. After we have set account, we can open a new strategy, and the programs opens a new strategy, but a strategy contains of technical indicators. Here is important to say that Forex Strategy Builder always has a valid strategy and always has a backtest. And the new strategy we open consists of two indicators, bar opening and bar closing. The strategy, what the strategy must do? The strategy must open a position at a predetermined time or at predetermined price, and we set where the strategy opens a position and that point here and that panel. We call that panels strategy slots, and this is the first panel here is the opening point of the position. A strategy always has an opening point of the position. And also, when the strategy opens a position, it must close that position. And we set here in that panel, this is a closing point of the position slot, where or when the strategy will close the position. And what we have here, the strategy, this exactly strategy, has to open a position at bar opening and has to close the position at bar closing. And we see here the backtest, but the strategies doesn't produce any deals because we didn't set the direction of the trading, and we use opening logic conditions to set the direction of the trading. When I click here, a new slot appears, and the second slot is called opening logic conditions. The opening logic condition consists of a rule. We select the technical indicators, for example, momentum indicator. Okay, and the rule is momentum rises. I'll confirm that indicator. And what we have? It is important to remember that we always set rules for entering to a long position. And the program automatically makes rules for entering the short positions. And that strategy opens a new position at bar opening when momentum rises and closes the position at bar closing. And when you set a rule or rules or strategies, the program automatically executes backtest, and the program is so fast that it does that in real time. And this is the performance of the strategy. The strategy starts from $10,000 and finishes with minus 473 when the strategy closes the position. You can examine that simple strategy on the indicator chart. We can go to indicator chart by clicking here or by clicking the indicator chart panel. And I'll go back. And here are the deals. Every time when momentum rises, the strategy opens long position and closes the position at the end of the bar. And when the momentum goes down, the strategy opens short position. The strategy is very simple. It consists of one opening point at bar opening and one rule that shows the direction of the long trades. And the closing rule, the closing point. We can set here, for example, 2 or more logical conditions, and the strategy will open a position when all these logical conditions are true, when they are satisfied. For example, this strategy will open long position when both momentum rises and alligator indicator rises. The lips of the alligator rises. Also, the strategy will close the position at bar closing. We can set here up to 8 entry logic rules, conditions, and all must be satisfied to enter long. When we'll enter short? We enter short at bar opening when momentum falls and the lips falls and our own histogram falls. The program makes opposite rules. I will show you also a different entry point. For example, fractal indicator. Okay, we have here fractal indicator for opening and closing at bar closing. But we see that this strategy produces deals. But bar opening indicator, if put here bar opening, we don't have deals. Why is that? Because bar opening indicator has only one opening point, and that point is at the bar, at the beginning of the bar, and that indicator does not set the direction of the deals, of the position. But when you set fractal, the fractal indicator has 2 points, up fractal and down fractal. I'll show that indicator in MetaTrader. Indicators, Bill Williams, fractals. Okay. A fractal is a pattern that consists of 5 bars, and we have a fractal, for example here, when the second bar, the bar in the middle has the highest high, and we have fractal down when the middle bar has the lowest low. Here the fractal consists of that 5 bars, and the fractal peak is here. This is the fractal bottom, and for that fractal, these are the first 2 bars with the lower lows, highs. This is the central bar with the highest high, and next we have additional 2 bars, and this is fractal up. What our strategy is doing? Actually, this is my favorite strategy, and that strategy is working on every dollar for the last 6 years and still making some profit. We can examine the strategy on the indicator chart. For difference, for strategy builder, don't plot here the fractal peak, but plots the entry price, because the fractal consists of 5 bars. Oh, this is the fractal, and the entry price appears when this fractal is completed, when the fractal is fixed. So the entry price is here. And what we do, what the strategy does, we have here fractal up, and when the price is going up, when the market price reaches the fractal, the strategy opens a long position here at the fractal peak, and the strategy closes the position at the bar end, because we have here bar closing. The same is for the short positions. Well, we have, for example, here, we have here fractal down, these 5 bars. The fractal bottom is here. We open short position when the market touches the bottom of the fractal. and the short position is closed at the end of the bar because we have a black bar. The end of the bar is here and the strategy closes in profit. This is good. Okay, let's demonstrate multi-market too. How this strategy will perform on these four markets. When you start the tool, the program will open these data bars, these data series, historical data, and will calculate. And you see how fast is the program. It shows the performance of the strategy on the different markets. And actually, we have the highest performance on Great Britain Pound USD. You see here. That's very interesting. Let's finish with the strategy and demonstrate the strategy generator. I open a new strategy and go to the generator tool, and I run the generator. What the generator does, the generator chooses random indicators with random parameters and wants to make the most profitable strategy. When you start the generator, we see here the number of calculations. The speed of generator depends from the length of the data series and of course from the power of our computer. The next we see is how many strategies are corrected and how many strategies are shown. What are the difference between these two? The shown strategies are the strategies we see here in the chart. When a generator finds a strategy, and this strategy is better than the strategy we have here, it replaces this strategy with a new one. But if the generator finds another strategy that has the lower profit from that, now the profit is $144,000, and if the generator finds a strategy with $100,000 profit, it will not show here, but generator corrects the strategies in the repository, and we can go here to the repository. This icon that shows something like books, and we see here the corrected strategies. So what we have, the generator is running here, and it pushes the strategies here to the collection, and we can see the strategies. And for example, if you like a strategy, let's say this strategy, when you click on it, we see the strategy indicators, and we can see the strategy backtest. Actually, the generator found another one. Okay, we see the backtest and the strategy sorts. We can open from here this strategy to another tab by double clicking on the strategy, and you see the strategy is here. This is very useful tool. You can also use that button for opening a strategy 1, or you can directly save the strategy from here. For example, new strategy 1. Okay, I will stop the generator. We can play with it, and for next 3 minutes I will show you how we connect the program with the Forex Strategy Trader, because the time is going on. When you have a strategy generated or downloaded from the repository, we can trade this strategy with the MetaTrader 4. Unfortunately, today is Saturday and I cannot demonstrate the trading, and I will do that on Wednesday, so you are welcome on our webinar. I will show you how you connect both programs. I'll remove the fractal indicator from here. Indicator resist, fractal, and delete. Okay. In order to, we can trade a strategy from Forex Strategy Builder on MetaTrader, and you have to. I'll open here a test trade strategy. We are using an expert advisor provided by the program, and that expert advisor is called FSB MT4 bridge. We have to run the bridge on MetaTrader, and you can go here to trader mode to connect both programs and to run the auto trading. But before the first start of the bridge, you have to make several settings. You first go to tools and options and go to the expert advisor options, and we have to check on here allow automated trading. That means the expert advisors will be allowed to trade, and you have to check allow DLL import, because our expert advisor is using DLL library file. Allow automated trading and allow DLL import, and press OK. Next, you choose the chart where we want to trade the strategy, and you choose the period. For example, I will select here H1 hourly chart, and you start the expert, attach the expert here to that chart, and the first time you run the expert, you have to check if long and short options are allowed, positions are allowed, if allow live trading is allowed, and also allow DLL import. Especially this and this one must be allowed. And you go to input tab. Here is the most important setting, and this setting we will use every time when you start connection between Forex Strategy Builder and Forex Strategy Trader. How the connection works? We have here a strategy, and the Forex Strategy Builder uses market data from MetaTrader. Forex Strategy Builder receives data from MetaTrader, calculates the strategy, and sends signals for execution to MetaTrader. And that works with that bridge, FSB MT4 bridge. But in order to be possible for a strategy builder to find the particular chart where you run the expert, you have to set here connection ID number. This number is must be unique number, and you can choose randomly. For example, I will set here 100. I press enter and OK. And now the expert advisor, the bridge, is working, but it shows that Forex Strategy Builder is disconnected. You can see here the ID number 100. We go to Forex Strategy Builder. We are already in trader mode, and you have to enter here the same ID number. I will enter here 100, and I press enter. When I do that, the programs connect each other. So we see here the status for Strategy Builder is connected, and we see here market data. This must be 125,241. are different. Must be the same. Okay, we are receiving data here, and we can start automatic trade. This is a very simple introduction, and you are welcome on Wednesday at 3 p.m. London time, and I will speak with great details about the trading. And that's everything what I plan to tell you in that seminar. And we can make a 1 minute rest. And if you have questions, please use the chat or switch on your microphones, and I'll answer to your questions. Okay. I have here a question from Nike de Bruin from Spain. And Nike, what's your question? I see by momentum A. What you mean? I see by momentum. I cannot understand. Can you repeat? Can FSB generate MQ4 code? No. Currently, FSB cannot generate MQ4 code. Forex Strategy Builder has many advanced tools. Tools that Forex Strategy MetaTrader does not provide. And that's why we separated all strategy logic, all trading logic to Forex Strategy Builder. And we are using MT4 only for receiving market data or for executing deals to the broker. So Forex Strategy Builder connects by means of this expert FSB MT4 bridge, and every time MetaTrader receives a tick, MetaTrader sends this information to Forex Strategy Builder. Forex Strategy Builder calculates the strategy and sends back signals for execution. We don't need MQL code for that. The question is, can FSB generate? What version of MT4 does FSB work on? We are updating FSB and the bridge constantly, and now we are connected to the latest MT4 version. This is version 4, build 745 from 24th of October. This is the latest one. Okay. Do you have more questions? I'll take a copy of this seminar. I hope the seminar is recorded, and I'll put a link to the copy in the forum of the program. And if you have additional questions, please use the forum, and I'll answer to that questions tomorrow. Can the FSB be run on more than one chart? Yes, of course. You can open here as many charts you want, and you can start the expert, but the important is to put a different connection ID number on each chart. For example, I have here ID number 100, I have here 110, and I put here on USD GPI 120. And when I do that, I open a strategy, go to trading mode, and we'll connect to the first chart. The first chart, ID 100 Euro USD. I can open another strategy and to connect it to different chart with ID 110. And now I'll start trading here. I have one strategy working on Euro USD and one strategy working on Great Britain USD. But I also can close that connection and to connect one strategy to several charts. No problem. Okay. Now I connected this test trade strategy to 3 charts. I have 3 connections now. Euro USD, Great Britain USD and USD GPA. And the important here is to use different ID numbers, like I did ID 100, 110, 120. Where does your test data come from? Question by Neil. My test data at the beginning of the seminar are loaded data from our data feed service from History Center data download, and these data are coming from Duca's copy. But you can use data from MT4 or from G4X, and you can see the documentation how you can import the data from using that link or also that link here. Can I install FSB also on PC and VPN? This is very good question, and I have a very good answer to you. You can, and the best part is that you can install Forex Strategy Builder Professional on your computer, home computer, for developing strategies, and to use the strategy generator or optimizer. And you can also install the Forex Strategy Builder to virtual private server, and to trade the strategies free of charge, because our trader is free. You don't need to buy a license to use the trader. You need a license only for generator, optimizer, and for these additional tools. So you can download as many copies of Forex Strategy Builder as you want, and you can edit strategies, and you can trade the strategies with the MetaTrader 4. But you need a license only for generator and optimizer. Okay. If you don't have more questions, I'll close the seminar, and you're welcome at the same time on Wednesday, where I will speak exactly about the trader, and I will demonstrate very different ways for adjustment, for settings, and for trading in details.